I know that today's Chapel Collective is going to bless you. This message comes to us from Justin Beesley, pastor of Hope City Church in Fredericton, New Brunswick. He's going to really challenge us to be diligent, to never let laziness become a culture in our lives, but to understand that God blesses hard work. This is a Chapel Collective that we all need to hear. I pray that God will use it and bless your life.
And so today I want to talk to you about the ant versus the sloth. The ant versus the sloth. Throughout the book of Proverbs, you will see these two creatures come up in conversation. You'll see them come up in the sayings, the ant, a small insect, and a sloth, actually a rather large animal compared especially to an ant, or different proverbs will use the word sluggard for sloth. And so I want to talk to us today, and hopefully you'll remember this. We're going to talk about the ant versus the sloth. Now, if you were to look at the tail of the tape today and you were to really compare the two of them, I did a little research on the sloth. I'd never done it before a couple years ago, but the sloth, anyone, you've ever seen a sloth before? My goodness, listen to this. This is some facts about the sloth. The sloth has been the fastest sloth in the world, has been clocked doing 9 feet per hour. 9 feet per hour. The world record for the fastest sloth, 9 feet per hour. They travel only 41 yards per day. 24-hour period, they will travel 41 yards. A sloth will sleep 15 hours a day, minimal. 15 hours a day, a sloth is just going to sleep. They say that a sloth could die of starvation with a full stomach, because they take so long to digest the food that they could eat and still die of starvation. They are so slow, they do nothing, that even fungus and algae will grow on their fur. And someone said, that's gross. A sloth. Now the ant, by comparison, obviously a lot smaller creature, that some of the facts about ants, and maybe you're more aware of the ant, but they will carry 20 to 50 times their body weight. They're on the move over 19 hours per day. An ant will only sleep for 4 hours per day. One species of ant, the fastest recorded ant, that if it was equivalent to a human being running or moving, that they travel equivalent to 360 miles per hour. They will travel up to 4 miles in a day. That's 7,040 yards, or 171 times the distance of a sloth. So hopefully today, if you don't remember anything, you will remember there's a big difference between the ant and the sloth. There is a big difference. But when you open the book of Proverbs and you begin to read, you will see these two creatures very often talked about. Sloth or sluggard, or some translations that we'll look at would say lazy bones. Listen to what it says, Proverbs 6-11. It says, take a lesson from the ants, you lazy bones, or you sluggards. Learn from their ways and become wise. Though they have no prince or governor or ruler to make them work, they labor hard all summer, gathering food for the winter. But you lazy bones, or sluggard, or sloth, how long will you sleep? When will you wake up? A little extra sleep, a little more slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest, then poverty will pounce on you like a bandit. Scarcity will attack you like an armed robber. This is what I've noticed in our culture today, is people don't like to work. I got thinking about this, that, you know, if there came a day, let's say here in America, that all of the tariffs that America's charging Canada, that all of a sudden the government gets so much money that they just decide, you know what, we're going to put all American citizens, we're going to put $100,000, $150,000 in your bank account. We just got such a surplus now. We paid off all our trillions of debt. And so every American citizen, $150,000 you're going to get in your bank account. But there's one stipulation. For the next 12 months, you cannot work. The next 12 months, you've got to just stay home. You've got to just relax. Now, some of you right now, you're thinking, I could do that. I could do that. Hey, you aren't allowed to do anything. Like, you can stream Netflix all you want, binge watch every show over the last 20 years, but whatever you want to do, but you just cannot work. Do you know what? If you are a follower of Jesus Christ and you read the Word of God, you cannot do that. You can't be a believer of the Word of God and a follower of the Word of God and say, yeah, you know what? That sounds good to me. I'm going to do nothing. Because it is a blessing to work, that we were actually created to work.
But if you will learn to stay steady in 4 years of Faith Bible College, you're on trajectory to say it was God that called me. And if God be for me, who could be against me? I'm talking about